I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of my own, I've been working from home. I can do it on my own.
Right, so what we're looking at today is a more women specific video. I've got a couple of requests saying how do I reduce arm fat, particularly what exercises do I do for reducing arm fat. So before we jump into that, it's important to get a slight idea on how fat works on a human body. So everybody is different, and each individual, whether a male or a female, has predisposed areas of fat, genetically predisposed, which means basically that some people will put on fat on the arms first and then on other places. Some people will put on weight on the stomach first, some the love handles first, and so on and so forth. Now, when we are looking at arms, the parts that we are looking at are the shoulders, primarily the medial delts. We're looking at the biceps and we're looking at the triceps. Now, when you're trying to get fat off the arms, the first thing you want to be looking at is nutrition. What you eat, it is very important. A basic idea on what macronutrients are, what are proteins, what are carbs, and what are fats is a good idea. So that's some research that you want to be doing. Just a basic understanding that will help you understand what people are saying better and implement it better into your fat loss or any goal journey. Now, the kind of food that you want to be eating for any kind of fat loss is high protein food with low carbs and good fat. There is two types of fat. There is good fat, there is bad fat. You want to be doing high protein foods like chicken, fish, again fresh fish, never frozen. Frozen is never a good idea. So you're looking at eggs, 1 or 2 whole eggs and about 5, 6, 7 egg whites, 8 egg whites. You're looking at things like broccoli. You're looking at things like almonds, walnuts. Walnuts are amazing. And in general, we're looking at unprocessed food. The more unprocessed, the better. No deep fried stuff, none of all that. Okay, so that's one change that you want to be making, and it does not have, nothing has to be. I do not believe in an approach that is strict. You need to make it a more of a lifestyle change. By that, what I mean is, every meal does not have to be hard and fast, but majority of your meals, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 meals need to be adhering to these guidelines that we just spoken about. Once if you go off the wagon and you feel like eating something, like yesterday my sister comes up with hot dogs and says, come on, let's eat. You've done that. That doesn't mean you're off the wagon and oh, now forget it, now I'll start next Monday. But a lot of people do that. That makes no sense. Okay, jump right back on the wagon. The next 2 to 3 meals that you do, go a little stricter on those 3 meals, so you've kind of balanced off that meal, that off meal that you have consumed. Okay, so you've got the diet part of it out of the way. In terms of calories, how much you consume, find out your basic maintenance calorie amount and stay within that range. That's all. You have easy calculators online where you just put in your details, weight, height, etc., activity level, and you'll get that. No need to starve yourself, none of that. Make the right food choices like we've spoken about. Now coming to spot reduction of fat, where I've heard a lot of people say, do this exercise and do a lot of crunches and your stomach fat will go. Do a lot of arm exercise and your arm fat will go. It does not work like that. Spot reduction is a myth. Now what we're looking at is any kind of activity. We're going to classify that as activity. So if you're trying to lose fat on your stomach or anywhere, for example, whether you do 100 crunches or you go for a fast run, it is more or less the same thing. What is possible, however, is if you're looking at adding spot addition of muscle, that is something that is a possibility, and that's what we need to be looking at. What I mean by that is, take arms for example. With your diet in control, with all of that in control, with your activity levels increased little more than they were before, when you're going for a workout, what would really help is a particular workout that we've designed for the shoulder, the bicep, and the tricep. The idea here is not doing the workout to lose fat there, but doing the workout to tone up the muscles underneath the fat over there. We'll be showing you the workout. You're looking at bicep curls done like this. If you're not sure about how these are performed and the form, please get yourself a trainer. and make sure you're doing it right. Next we have the tricep push downs, done like this. And finally we've got the shoulder press, the overhead shoulder press, done like this. Here we have the medial delt raises. This is how you perform the medial delt raises. Now when you're doing these exercises, how are you going to be doing them? You want to be doing this about 3 times a week, okay? Either 2 or 3 times a week, spread. Take at least 2 rest days in the middle, and you want to perform at least 3 to 5 sets of each of these exercises that we've spoken about, and take whatever weight you take, make sure you've performed the number of reps to a point of failure. By that what we mean is you cannot do another rep. That's when you stop. That is the only time that you've taken your muscle to a point where it has been forced to break down, and when you rest and eat right, it's going to be forced to tone up and build. And ladies, please do not be fearful of gaining muscularity, bulging muscles. As women, that is nearly impossible. The main hormone responsible for that is testosterone, and that is a male hormone. Women have a very tiny quantity of testosterone, and without that you're not going to easily put on bulging muscles. What's only going to happen, no matter how hard you work, is going to be a good tone and a decent muscularity, so that you finally hold a little more muscle in that area under the fat. And the moment you have more muscle on your body, your metabolism increases, and it's that much easier to keep the fat off. So I hope this helps. Please incorporate this and leave your comments below. Share this with people who you think would require it, and let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover in the future. Cheers.